be live here. What's up, everybody? I'm Brian Funk, and I'm here to play around with the samples that came from Loop at Home this year. I'm going to pull up that pack. I've downloaded those now. If you guys head on over to, let me just close that down. If you guys head on over to Ableton Loop site. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. And you got a daily challenge, loop.ableton.com. This is a radio rework of the PRES, Sonic Innovation samples. These are some awesome samples from Polish radio, experimental sounds. What I'm going to do is make some instruments in the next, say, hour that I'll put on my site that you can download for this Loop at Home challenge. So I'm going to give you some ammunition for doing this. So yeah, check out loop.ableton.com, download the samples yourself. I've got them right here, and I'm going to start exploring them with you and try to come up with some interesting sounds. I'm doing this live via Zoom in case the giant watermark didn't give it away. I pay for it, and they still put that on there. And I've opened this up to members of the Music Production Club to join the Zoom meeting. So I will keep an eye on that, see if anyone shows up. I didn't give anyone any notice. I just posted this and decided to do this right now. So we will see if anyone shows up. Let us start with, I don't know. I'm going to just go into the loops and see if there's any like melodic sounds that we can use. And there certainly are. Ooh, I like that. I wonder if I can pull something out of that initial sound. So I will drop this onto our MIDI track here. Well, let's just do it this way. You're not going to let me do it that way, are you? We can just drop it inside where our devices are, and it'll create a simpler for us. Some crazy sounds. I'm going to go for that very beginning sound. Or maybe we'll even try this. There we go. Let's turn off snap. Nah, you know what? I'm going to go for that first one. It's a little more isolated. We're going to loop it. And let's create some kind of fade here so we can make this nice and smooth. Alrighty. Just kind of decide where I want this loop point to be. So that'll kind of change the tone and sound of it. I'm going to make it into, nah, let's make it more like keys-like. And let's see here. Got control of our filter. I'm going to change the filter mode so we can get a little drive. I always go to the MS-20 filter. I just really like the MS-20. And let's add some effects to this. How about delay? I don't need my channel strip for this. Cool. I'm going to group this up. I'm going to just make as many as I can, kind of throwing caution to the wind a little bit here. So I'm going to rack up our filter parameters so you can control those. Maybe we'll give you some attack and release control here. So this way, if you want to make it into like a nice pad, you can turn the attack way up and then Get some cool stuff like that there. We'll give you control over the rate. We're going to go to regular time, though, because I want to be able to do... I'm going to switch that, actually, to macro 6, but dry wet on 5. To me, that makes more sense to put them in order that way. And let's see, what else can we do here? How about, like, some kind of auto filter, auto pan, tremolo type thing, which will create inside simpler with the volume. So you can hear I'm getting like pulses in volume at the rate of this LFO. So let's do the amount first. To me, adjusting the amount makes more sense before the time. I'm going to just rename these: attack, release, delay, dry, wet, delay, time, and then we'll call this tremolo amount and tremolo rate. I will try to spell things properly. And I always like to color things just to keep them together so you can kind of see like what is for what. I'm just right clicking and selecting colors. So my filters will all go blue. No. My attack release, they're kind of like related parameters, so they'll go red. Then I did purple for the delay. And what looks nice with those colors, how about white? There we go. So now we got one instrument to play with. We will call this, I don't know. I like to put BF in front of my stuff so that when I search for it, I can just type in BF and get it right away. I'm going to call this loop at, we'll call everything loop at home. I guess this is a pad. But it can be whatever you want. You start turning knobs a little bit and you don't have a pad anymore. Should I change this to... Yeah. I like just the almost percussiveness of the square wave. Let's put a little more delay time on this. Cool. So I said it was a pad, so let's make it back into a pad with the attack. Bring the filter down a little bit. Sounds cool. All right, awesome. That's one. I'm going to put a timer on. I always talk about using timers, so I got howl timer here. I'll put howl timer right there. I think you'll be able to see it. I'm going to just open this live stream so I know that like what I'm doing is actually working. Okay, I hear it and I can see it. Looks fine. You won't really see this if I put it down here because of the nice zoom watermark they give me. And let's say I'm going 45 minutes because that'll make it noon here, and I should probably get this to you at a timely rate so that you can actually use it. All right, perfect. We're going to put this here. I'm going to look at this. We're going to slice this to a new MIDI track. I have a preset in here that I like a lot called, I forget what it's called. I think it's just Simple Control Drum Rack. Let's give that a shot. That's not it, because those are not the controls I want. Let us look at it again. Slice to new MIDI. We're going back in. Oh, what happened? I delete some of these. You gotta clean these up, my friends. I have too many. We might just go back to, let's try drum simpler, see what that does. Yeah, this is kind of what I wanted, was a transpose, really. Now you'll notice, like, I'm getting like a click at the end of these. I don't really like that too much, so I'm gonna change these all to one shot. I'm gonna have to just go through them one at a time to do that, unfortunately. reason I wanted these on one shot is because one shot mode gives us a fade parameter, so I can fade these samples out a little. So we look at that click, we just get this nice fade, and I can right click on this and do copy value to siblings. And now there's none of that clicking and popping. And these are pretty cool. We can detune these, we can transpose them nicely, spread them wide, and I'm gonna just do some quick panning, kind of haphazardly. The way I'm gonna do the panning, in case you use these instruments, is the pads on the left will go towards the left, and the pads on the right will go towards the right. So I've already messed that up. I'm not gonna go all the way, but the ones on the far left will be about 30-ish. The ones closer to the center, which I've already moved, will go a little less. And this way, when you play the drum rack, you know which ones are going to be on the right and which ones are going to be on the left, just based on where they are inside the drum rack. Loop at home. Kind of crazy to think that I'm going to shorten that. Kind of crazy to think that would have been in Germany today under different circumstances. So what I just did is I took slice 4, I shortened it, and I noticed that there was like another sound. So I'm going to try to get that other sound now. What did I do? I think I had it here. That sound. There we go. That's a nice, heavy, powerful sound. So let's just go back to my panning. Move this a little further. I think I have Zoom set up to be in stereo. I hope you're getting the benefit of this right now. Boom. Cool. So let's just name it and move on. I should have probably kept that name, because we can do BF loop at home. I guess this will be the name of the pack. And then we'll leave this. What does that say? Century Party? It's kind of fun. I'm going to just delete some of this stuff out. Come on, you. I always find renaming racks to be a little bit problematic. All right, but there we go. We got a drum rack now. We're not going to need that, so we got 2 instruments. I'm going to just recolor this. That's nice and pretty looking. We got BD is in the house in the YouTube chat. What's up, man? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Staying safe and healthy. Dogs. Let's try something a little different. Let's try putting these sounds in Wavetable. See what we get. This dog sound. So let's open Wavetable up so we can appreciate the full specter of its glory. The nice thing about doing this is, once I have Wavetable going, I select a parameter like the position. As soon as I do that, I can then click on my push, add to matrix, and that just put that inside my matrix, and I can decide what I want to affect that with. We got envelope 2 working, and then I can even click on a button right above here and go right to envelope 2 and start playing around with the parameters. How nice, how nice. You be chillin', BD. So, BD, I think you're in the music production club. If you want to join in on this Zoom, go to the Discord. I've got a link in there. Ooh, Dracula. Anything Dracula's fun. So let's see. Let's bring up the volume on Dracula. I'm going to do the same thing. Go back into Wavetable here. And the oscillators, the main page is what I really want. Go to oscillator 2. And I can control the sound. And how do we want to add this to the matrix? We'll take oscillator 2 position. I don't know, let's make it envelope 2, but let's make it go the opposite way. So maybe we'll just raise the position. Let's see what happens when we click raw. Nothing good. I'm going to bring in the sub oscillator. Play around with tone. Gives it just a little bottom because we got all kinds of craziness going on. I'm going to try some unison mode. Let's do, let's try classic. Whoa. Listen to that. Makes quite the difference. Just a little bit better. Now, off to our filters here. Let's go to our MS-20. Filters and push. Cut out some of that high nonsense and we get something really nice. I'm going to set the routing of the filters to, let's try parallel. And let's play around with this filter now. Filter 2. Maybe we'll switch it to a band pass. That's a circuit. Where's the type? There we are. So I did a pack with isolation loops by Heinbach. And he was talking a lot about band pass. And he's got me enjoying the power of the band pass. I want to set this frequency. Let's put that to aftertouch. That would be a MIDI aftertouch. Yeah. So as you put pressure on these sounds, you'll get like a nice movement, maybe even a little less. Fun there. Okay, let's see. Anything else we want to do inside of our friend Wavetable? Maybe we'll do a little detune, just a little bit. Detune. We could probably put that to an LFO, can't we? There it is. Just want a little bit and a little bit slower. I just want it to sound like a little bit of oscillator drift. Let's try like 0.8. What happened if we went random? even slower, I think. I'm not going to do retrigger. And I'm going to take the rate, and I'm going to modulate the rate with LFO2. So I'll change the speed of LFO2. Probably hear this a little more with more drastic amounts. Keep this real slow. Even slower. Get everything slower. It's too slow. Too fast. Let's bring it down a little. There we go. We'll turn off retrigger on that too, so it's just running all the time. Alright, we got a member joining the Zoom chat. There's your boy. Welcome. Can you hear? Can you hear what's going on here? It says it's you're connecting to audio. Okay, let's pull this down a little bit. I kind of want that bandpass filter to move also. So let's maybe give it a little movement with LFO1. There we go, and that's also kind of going in with our pitch. I think I like that even better. That changes it quite a bit. I think I like the clean. I hear some noise. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, what's up, man?
What's going on?
I actually had it muted.
Cool, yeah, welcome aboard. Welcome to a little impromptu, out of the blue, off the cuff, little sound design adventure. Did you see the loop at home stuff that's going on?
I did. I watched. I literally caught probably like 30 minutes of yesterday's live performance, and then I have a reminder set on YouTube for today's.
Nice.
I think it's at like 12. 1.
I believe you said your Colorado time, right?
No, I'm in Jersey.
Oh, you're in Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Is it saying it's your boy again? Hold on.
Yeah, thanks. Got a whole bunch of.
That's just that's my Zoom name. I do this with my coworkers as well.
Nice.
And we all crazy names.
That's cool. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Fun. And then what is this? Another low pass.
And are these the what was the samples they're using today? They like gave out a sample pack, right?
Yep, it's Polish radio, something. There's actually a nice post on Ableton's site too that they did a little while back, and we got someone else coming in, and they're just like crazy sounds. I haven't gone through too many of them yet, but I'm already having some fun making some sounds with them.
Yeah, I would say I just woke up. I think I get my launch pad in today. I'm excited for that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Whoops. I'm just kind of mapping some macros here. Let's put that on there. Let's put this one here. Give us some delay. I'm going to give the delay modulation a little bit. Should I do ping pong? Can you hear this in stereo? Like, are you
Yeah,
hearing?
it's in stereo.
Nice. Just finally figured out how to do that in Zune. Yeah, since we have it, let's use it. Anything else I want to do? What's up, Luke? See, Luke is in the house. Luke is, I think, our other Jersey guy.
No, I was. Is there another Luke?
Oh, that's you.
Okay. Yeah, I just changed my name to my actual name.
All right.
I think Randall just joined.
Yeah, Randall's in there somewhere. Is there a way to like show everyone? There we go.
Hello there.
Hey, Randall. Thanks for popping in. Building some sounds with these instruments or these samples that came from Ableton for loopathome. Let's label some stuff before I forget what I'm doing here. Delay time. Yeah, I'm like just kind of doing this as I go. No plan. I saw that there were these samples, and there's probably a lot of people digging into them, and I thought maybe it might be cool if I can make some sounds that you can just use. You're using the samples, and just having a good time. I set a timer for 45 minutes and see how much I can do in that amount of time. And I have one more macro to map on this. And maybe I'll do that one. We'll do the unison amount. There we go, unison amount. I'm gonna color code these. We'll give all our filters. Let's make our filters red. It's got 3 filters on this, which is exciting. Delay. How about yellow for delay? Look at my grammatical errors here. Did you guys make any instruments at home yesterday? Any like crazy experiments?
I actually, what I did was I was chopping up samples from video games.
Oh, nice.
And using them. Like, I made a beat using like the Mortal Kombat whoopsie, and I used the menu button, like the start, stop, or the pause menu thing in Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great sound too. And then I used Mario, but I pitched him down like 9 and stretched him out so he sounds like an evil, like, I don't know. It sounds all like evil and like just dark. It's like a trap beat, but it was fun. It was fun because I was just cool. Like, they were like, make some weird noises, and I was like, well, I want a sample. I'm on a sample kick recently.
Nice. Yeah, what the heck, right?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a crazy sound. Nice sound. Yeah, I haven't even listened to these yet. Ooh.
I like that.
I like how that moves in pitch. Okay, let's put sampler to work. And see what we get out of this. It's like ghostly or something. I wonder if we can make this into something that's actually useful. It sounds like very drunk or something. Right. I'm trying to keep track of all the comments on YouTube. There's a lot to do at once when you're going live here. I'm almost wondering if I just want like one side of this. I guess they both work. See, I could probably have less problems, fewer problems making this work. Something I haven't been doing is tuning my samples. I should go back and do that. So I made this percussion. This one wasn't much. I just sliced it up. But yeah, that one's good. That's a good one. Let's see. I'm playing myself a C. So in order to tune these things, the way I like to do it usually is put a tuner on. I'll play a C and see what note comes out, and it's playing a B flat, so that's no good. We're going to need to go into transpose. And if I go up 2, now I'm playing a C more or less. I could get the detune right if I want. So it's hovering around C, which is pretty nice. Let's look at the second one, this wavetable. Wavetable is pretty incredible. I put these weird samples in here, and it just like knew to tune it.
I've yet to use Wavetable. Like I use Serum heavily, but like
not. I mean, you know, like it's a universe to get involved in.
Well,
So.
it seems similar to Serum, where you can like just like drop like samples and stuff in. And like make whole like sounds and synths from it. So it's cool. I just haven't gotten into it
yet. Yeah, I mean, I'm always kind of the mind. The thing you know how to use is the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never really gone into Serum. So
I honestly look at Serum and this Wavetable thing, and they look similar. Like they're just the oscillators in a sense.
It's interesting how this goes down like to the F. So it's like still kind of in the ballpark of acceptable times. I'm wondering if maybe I should try this. Maybe like before I get that. Might be more useful, you know what I mean? If I get the actual note looping. Might be a better instrument for actual practice. Animus is in the house here too, huh? I'm surprised. You haven't dived into Wavetable? I'm surprised. Figured you would have had your hands all over that by now. Oh, there's the dog. She says hello. Okay, so let's map a couple parameters here. This is a funny sound. It almost feels like it has all kinds of effects on it already. Oh no, I don't want the filter envelope. Nope, wrong one. Unmap. Unmap. I wanted this one. So we can control the way it comes in over time. Interesting. Any suggestions on what we should do to this? Put some effects. We got some macros to play with. No?
I'm at the listening and learning stage myself.
What's that?
I said I'm at the listening and learning stage right now.
Me too. Yeah, just seeing what sounds fun. I mean, I'm always tempted to put a delay on. That's like my favorite thing. Let's experiment though. Let's try beat repeat. Because we got this like a lot of movement in this sound. Maybe we can get some kind of like stutters. So I have to hit play for this to work. Bring the chance down a bit. it after I let go more, so then we'll give it a little variation so it'll mix it up and be a little random. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Animus. There's so much stuff to play with and learn, and it's so hard to just figure everything out. Do we want control over the beat repeat? Yes, of course we do, right? We want control over how probable it is to happen. So at 0, we'll never get a beat repeat. At 100%, we'll always get it. I'm going to change the interval so it happens more often. Give them a little more volume. There they are. Okay. What the heck, right? Back to our old friend delay. I guess we'll leave it on sync mode. We'll map that. Let's give some time modulation, even some filter. And so I'm wondering, this might be, I'm going to bring this down a little bit. This might be like a nice instrument in the higher ranges. I might do the bandpass filter. So that'll kind of take out some of the overtones that are going on in here. And what does that leave me with? One more macro, huh? Bring that delay up. Okay. Wonder how that one will work in people's tracks. So, let's do ping pong. And, I don't know. Anything else we want to do here? I guess we'll give ourselves control over how much delay we get. And let's just name these guys. You can hit tab to go between your different macros. Chance. What is this? Delay, dry. Let's just call it amount. Delay, time, delay, feedback, 4-bit shaper drive. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I like that idea. Shaper, 4-bit. It's got some nice bite. Let's change the when it happens. So that's cool. So this little button determines whether or not the shaping or distortion or whatever you want to call it happens before the filter. So here it's happening, then it's going to the filter. When we go down, it's the filter's happening, then the shaping's happening. And you can hear when I turn this up, we don't get as much of the like hiss. But if I switch it, we get all that hiss because it's happening after this filter. This way the filter's cutting out all that hiss. kind of why we can get away with more of it. But when we do it this way, it's much more noticeable. But I like it noticeable, so I'm going to add that here. I'm going to rename this to Shaper. Should we give it a fun name? Shaper. Let's call it Fire. Sounds like it's going on fire. Now you will notice that that does increase the volume a bit. So maybe I'll also map the volume to this. And I'll go inside our mapping parameters. We'll have the minimum. It can never be a 0, which is what we had before. But as we turn this knob up, I'm going to lower the volume. Let's try going down to -6. So that lets us get, if you notice the fader up here, stretch it out for you a little. It's not going up in volume much. Though there's less dynamics to it. But that lets us turn on the distortion, get the crunch without blasting our ears out. All right, so there's a rack for us, I guess. Thanks for that suggestion on the 4-bit shaper. What do we want to call this one? Let's call it Fireball. I don't know. I'm going to convert this to a simpler so that more people can actually use it. And let's give it fire colors. Orange for this stuff. Beat repeats. Delay. Sometimes fire is a little blue, right? And if I should have used red for that, we'll make it like smoke. I can't really see that. There we go. We'll give it a darker blue. That makes me happy. Okay. The 4-bit shaper reminds me of the incredible speaker bus knob you made on the Casio sounds. I love those sounds. The speaker bust is just such a cool knob you made. We'll give it a little fire as a default. Well, that's a haunting sound. Let's go back in. We got another 9 minutes. Can we do another? Ooh, that sounds similar to what we just had. And they're all pretty interesting. Just a matter of picking one. Well, let me just quickly review. We got some percussion. We got this fun sound, which sounds awfully quiet compared to the last sound I was playing with. The wavetable. And the fireball. It sounds kind of like, you know, after reviewing the other sounds, I didn't think that one was going to be as good just because of that one weird pitch movement. Wow. Mermaid's head. Oh, that's cool. A lot of overtones. Okay, so let's try something. Sometimes when there's more information in a sound that I want, I turn on these headphones, I can like find the frequencies. So this allows me to like audition what I'm EQing. Now I feel like that's what I want. Yo. I guess I can use these ones already made. So let's just see what that looks like with the tuner. F sharp. Okay. So it's registering a tone, which is nice. I'm going to create a new track. We'll call this, just so it names my audio file nicely, Mermaid. I like how that just gives this sound a personality. Just that name, Mermaid. So I'm just going to record it. It's something I think about a lot more and more these days, is how naming something really changes how you perceive it and how you visualize it. So what I just did there real quick, I was kind of talking over it. I just put this kind of like a band pass on here to isolate that note, and then I recorded that onto a new track so that I have that affected sound. So now when I go to put that inside my sampler, I can really just deal with the, let's close these guys down, just deal with the pitch that I want. Right? So let's bring the, oh, did I delete that? Okay. Tuner. Play our C. So we have to play around with this. So I want this to read F sharp. What C am I playing? Playing a pretty low C, so let's go the other way. So it's a erratic sound. We can get it to kind of show up greenish. You figured it out. You'll see me in the meeting. Cool, man. Be good to talk to you. All right. So, this already sounds pretty cool. Let's rack it up and play around with it. Open to suggestions. Let me know. Let me know. What can we do to make this one fun? All right. Well, probably a filter. Maybe we'll put some modulation on this. There we go. You know what? I want the phasing, the stereo phasing, which we can get over here. So I'm going to go on to LFO2 instead and play around with this. We can turn off 1 for now. We had it set to something like quarter notes maybe. And if I play with the phasing, now it's going to move differently in both ears. Which is a little hard to see when I have it that tight, but if we look here now, you can see what's happening. The left is going up while the right goes down. Let's experiment. That gives us a very rhythmic thing. So I've got retrig on, which means every time I play a note, it re-triggers the LFO, so they're always going to be moving together. But if I turn that off, now we'll get like all kinds of like different patterns and rhythms. Am I wrong about that? Because I have it in sync. Not even sure. Doesn't matter. Sounds cool. Let's go. Let's map in some stuff here. so I can. Well, interesting how that like kind of changes things up a lot in the LFO and the movement of the filter. Probably want to keep that pretty mellow. I don't even think we're going to really need a resonance for this. We're going to probably want control over that LFO though. So we'll do the, ooh, I can't map that. Ooh, that's the difference, right? That's the difference. So how can we work around that? I'm going to go over the time just in case you're worried. I'm going to instead use, I'll use auto filter. I think I'll get more or less the same results. Let's kind of copy our parameters. So that might just mean I want to turn off the filter here. I'm thinking. We'll have to see. I'm curious, if I go here, do I get the driver? I do. Okay, we got noise. I wonder if that's BD or someone else. New member attending the chat. There's BD. What's up, man? Good to see you. BD's from the Long Island music scene. He's got a lot. You got a few projects going. Venomous Oranges. We can't hear you though, but I guess you're trying to figure that out now. So you'll chime in when you get it. All right. So is that better or worse than what we had before? So my let's see. There goes my howl timer. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I don't think you could, but it was like a werewolf. BD, just so you know, there are like some, I don't know if you're familiar with Zoom much, but there are some settings like for audio inside Zoom itself.
Check.
There you are. You made it.
All right. Cool.
Good to have you, man. All right, we'll do it that way. So that gives us what I forget why.
There's a little delay. I hear the delay. There's like a little delay
on your mic. It's probably a long delay for the stream anyway. I think it's like 20 seconds. Oh, okay. I remember why I wanted to do this, because I want to be able to control the amount of the LFO, and I couldn't do that inside sampler. So yes, this is worth it. Amount, we'll do rate.
Oh, I think it's on both of ours.
Does it sound bad? This is a pretty interesting set of controls here.
Sound a little bit better though, but I'm not certain.
Okay. Well, we'll make do with it.
I tried to turn off my playback or something. That's probably what's. Oh, I know what's up. I have the YouTube on. That's why.
Oh yeah, that's it. I was trying to test it before I went on here, and it was just too much.
I gotta minimize the two videos.
Yeah, you kind of need to turn YouTube muted or turn it off or something. I have mine on, but it's muted. Mostly just so I can see the comments.
How do you minimize the zoom? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Are you like in full screen with Zoom?
Yeah, yes, I'm full screen.
Maybe escape. Will that do it for you?
Got it. Yeah, got it.
I saw a request for flanger.
Oh, yeah.
Flanger is like an effect I don't usually go to, so this will be fun. I mean, that sounds cool.
Okay, now we're good. Now we're good.
I'll turn off delay for a second.
Yeah, I'm just chilling in there right now, basically. Just chilling.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, me too. Staying home.
So wait, where do you get those look at home samples? Cause like that's pretty neat actually.
Loop at home. Go to, what is it? Loop.ableton.com.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Loop is online this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that means the festival, right, or whatever, it's online this year?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're doing like a challenge each day. They did one yesterday, they did one today. The challenge today was to take these samples and make some music with it. So I thought I would make some instruments with it and then put them online, maybe in time for people to actually use them.
I'm just trying to see where that link is. I'm on the page, so I don't know where it is right now. That's what I'm trying to find. I see like Rachel on here. She looks like she really got that vibe too. She looks crazy with that shit. But
Yeah,
I don't
she does
see.
awesome stuff.
Is it join the challenge? Is that it, or what is it?
Join the challenge. Let's see, go back here. This is LFO amounts. This is LFO rate. I like stickler for naming here. What is this? This is flanger. Is that how you guys say it? Flanger? I never know if I'm supposed to say
always say
flanger.
People say flanger. I say
hear that.
flanger. I say flanger all the time. I
Yeah,
never
'cause
say
like
flanger.
a flange. It's like
The flange, like it's from tape,
Yeah.
you know. It makes
Yeah.
that like. I never got the difference between flanger and phaser though. I can never understand the difference. I never get it, like ever. Like I guess phasers are different. I don't know why. Like I don't know.
they are. If I put it on, you'll hear the difference. It's easier to hear, I think. We could put that in there. What the heck, right? Since we're talking about it.
I mean, phasers are really probably my more favorite effect, but I like flangers to get the Eddie Van Halen effect. Or like I was listening to like a crazy record from way back from the Casualties, and I swear no one will like agree with this with me, but they had the flanger on their songs. I was like really into it. I was like, word, it's crazy.
Space or Earth? Oh, we're mermaids, so let's be on Earth. Okay, I might mix those controls together.
That's so crazy, man. I feel like I'm in like on like Jupiter right now.
Why is that? Is that just because of how weird life is these days?
I just feel like when you put certain processing on synths,
Yeah.
like you feel like you're in outer space. Like it's
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a big fan of processing side. Like my newest record, I did like so much processing. It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Ridiculous.
Nice.
You know. I mean,
calling
like
these.
it's not much on the voice, but on like the synthesizers and the things I flipped, I did a lot of processing. I did a lot. The funniest thing is like I took this tape player.
Was that like a cassette recorder?
Yeah, and I recorded my voice on it, and I was like going, I said on the line, I went, yes, I am Yokozuna. I destroyed them like freezing cooler. And like I recorded that on this and then put it back into my interface, and it was so saturated. And I just loved it. And I was like, yo, that was the illest thing I ever did. Like ever. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the beauty about tape, like the saturation in it. It's great.
It's funny how distorted you got when you said that. Quite appropriate.
Let me turn down my my mic a little bit, because this mic is going crazy.
Jakob Hack is here. What's up, man? Good to see you. And he's got our definition of or the difference between phaser and flanger. One works with time, the other one with the delay. Okay.
Oh, okay, got you. Thank you, Jacob.
You know his work, don't you?
I should know his work, but I can't remember now. Like it's like my memory is shot. I should know that. Damn.
He does a lot of like YouTube videos with like iPad apps. That's kind of like his thing, the iOS world.
Oh, that's cool, man. I probably didn't know that at the time. That's dope, though. I definitely gotta check that
Good
out.
Stuff.
I love iOS apps. Some people are negative about them, but I feel like I feel like that's the future because the Gorillas made the fall, I think, with a lot of iOS apps, which is really a good. It's not like their best record, but it was a cool record though. I liked it a lot.
I think they claim that was the first album made with an iPad. If we're talking about the same one.
Yeah, they did front to back with an iPad.
Yeah, that's pretty
sick.
Cool. Front to back. Okay.
I'm gonna listen to that again because I should actually, I'm actually about to actually really I gotta bookmark that on Spotify because I'm about to do it right now.
Yeah. It's like a historical achievement.
I think also like I heard that Bjork, or how you say it, I can never say your name right. Bjork. Yeah, Bjork. I heard from with biophilia, how you say it. I thought that was also kind of done with that too, though. Not certain about it, but I heard something about it. I thought it was.
Yeah, there was an app that came out with that. It was crazy, like all of her stuff, but in a good way. Good crazy.
Like I'm telling you, that's why as much as like I know like Spotify, a lot of us, like even myself on there, I'm not even gonna deny this. I want to know where my royalties. I'm playing around, man. I mean, but it's real talk, man. I mean, I got one check, but it wasn't even that much money. But like, like I don't know, man. I just like I've been on this Spotify like fiasco. I hate to say it like that for a while, and it's like I don't know where all my royalties are.
Maybe you got them.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah. Might have been 35 cents. Go back in time and get like a quarter water.
Get a quarter water, Poland Spring, Fiji. You can't even get a quarter Fiji. I think that's actually kind of messed up. They should really do that. That'd be insane. Like a whole gallon of Fiji. Oh my God.
That's a rich sound, isn't it?
Go to the sounds, right?
Yeah, these are the sounds. Everyone needs a good riser.
I really like that one sound before. That one sound that you had before. Yeah, that one sounds like some crazy vaporwave stuff.
This one here. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Did I grab the wrong one? What happened?
I couldn't see myself making a hip hop beat with that bad.
I know why.
Like vapor trap. Like I actually like Mike Lungo made a new pack and I actually posted on SoundCloud. Like I took his I bought it. I didn't take it. I bought it. So let's just correct that. I did buy. And for once, BD actually bought something. Okay, I'm not even trying to be funny.
I don't believe it.
No, I did for $5. For $5, awesome. He was like, I saw the deal, and I'm like, yo, this is the best deal ever. Like, cause the DK80 is so rare. Like I was like, yo, if I have the money for this, I'm going right now to buy this thing. And I posted the song like a couple of days ago on SoundCloud. Forgot what I called it. I think I called it some really random title, and I don't want to get into it. But like I remember just sitting there, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a vapor trap beat, and I just knew it was gonna happen. And I just like put the tempo to 50, and I was set. I was like, word. It's like, no.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, honestly, you gotta give give it to Blank Banshee because like Blank Banshee is like one of those people that just like changed the whole game. Like, shout out to Blank Banshee and like man respects.
This is a beautiful sample. It's a whole chord, you know.
You can play so many notes with that, it's just ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
insane. This Bjork album, why you say it?
All right, what do we want to do with this sound now? Mr. Hack, are you doing any super booth stuff? Would that have been an event you would have been at?
I saw Heimba posting some stuff. I heard you got in contact with Heimba actually, which is really dope.
Yeah, we did a podcast. And then I also made a pack with his sounds from Isolation Loops.
I just downloaded that. You probably didn't even see that my email went in for that. I just downloaded that.
Nice.
You probably should see that. I just did. Yeah, I'm about to use that
Cool.
soon.
Cool. I really don't keep track of
the emails. I know because it's a lot. There's so many people downloading. It's like it's amazing.
It's hard to keep up with that. So.
But I'm glad you did that because like I got so much respect for Heimba. It's like not even a name. Also, I wish like one day that you and Look Bomb No Computer actually do something too, because like he's killing it right now too. He just made a new song, and I think you should like definitely hit him up. Like that'd be dope.
I think I have once before. I think I might have sent an email or a text. I don't always know if I have the right contacts. Yeah, but his work is insane.
Yeah, no jokes, man. Like he's so talented.
I love this sound. I'm just like stuck on just listening to it. What do you need? What else do you need?
It's that perfect. I finally found his record.
All right. What do you want to do to this? What do you guys think? I like the moving of the filter.
You ever think of like, also this sounds crazy, I use like auto swells, but I don't know if you're like kind of into that, but I really love when something like auto swells like or volume like shift like in the envelope where you could put the something like a volume shift, like yeah, kind of
Something like that? Or like you talking about like the attack here?
not the attack, like it's kind of like a swell, like you know when you use a guitar like volume and you swell in the notes, like I think it's like a volume envelope. So like basically when you hit the note it shifts it back into like volume. You could probably do that with an envelope. I think you could do it with an envelope in a way.
All right. That is kind of nice to have. You can kind of like get rid of that pluck.
Yeah, it's like probably one of my favorite things to do when I'm just like wanting to make it sound kind of spacey. Like I always use volume swells. I love it.
Yeah, it's like just kind of cool how it's a chord and you're just playing the same chord in different pitches, so it gives you these weird kind of like otherworldly feelings.
Yeah,
like it's not like just in a major scale or something.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I heard that and I'm just like, that's a really nice sound. Like I don't know why that's how my ear works. Like it's funny. I could work with dissonances and consonant like vibes, but sometimes I just like that constant. Like consonance is like a beauty. Like I just love it like more than dissonance. I don't know why. It's just like I love consonance. It's like it's beautiful.
A little LFO on that filter to keep it living. Nice sound. Okay, I'm feeling like maybe a little Redux
It'd be
sparkle.
kind of funny if I could actually also put my computer screen like on and have Ableton running, but I just don't think that would make any sense, so I'm not doing it. Because it'd be like 2 screens with Ableton open. It'd be hilarious. It'd be like, because I have Ableton. I have it. I've been using it consistently.
Dueling producers.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy.
We'll both be in the red in no time. So I want to do the Redux, but I don't want it to be so much. So I'm going to put it in an audio effect rack.
I actually got something to tell you, actually. You know how they make Redux? There's like all these other bit crushers like online. Like I use Tau Bit Crusher and I use DVN Bit Crusher. Those are the 2 that you could use in Ableton. And I just like really like the both of them. They're like DVN is a little more gritty, and Tau is almost up there too. Like, or why you say tagging audio line, like they kill it with like what they do is crazy. If you're gonna be the way you gotta be, and you got the stacked version, doesn't use the stacked version. It's like better,
I like that a lot.
That sounded cool though. That sounded great.
So let's see. Maybe we'll do this. We will create like a little dry wet.
These are just hints for everybody, because like if you want to, you go to the wackest site if people want to say it's whack. I'm gonna say vstforfree.com, and you go get some Simpleton plugins that are really actually kind of good, actually. So I'm not gonna call them Simpleton.
Yeah, a tool is a tool. Let's see how this works now. So if we map this to our macro 1, we'll call this Redux.
I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to just go downstairs, get me something to eat, and I'll be right back. I'm not going to leave the chat, but I'm going to be right back.
All right, bring me something too, please.
I'll try to do it with teleportation.
What is this called? Drawing a blank. Down sample. BD is insanely prolific in his music. One thing I really like about what he does is he is just. We'll have to have him put a link in the chat. He puts out so much music. It's insane. Let's see. So this gives us a little. Oh yeah, see, I like that. That filtered out Redux. That's gonna be fun. And we'll give it the down sample over there too. Maybe we'll just put our old pal Delay, our old friend. Let's give it something synced. We'll play with the modulation. And I guess we'll just have control of a dry wet. All right, so let's see. We got filter res. We got attack. Why did I do that? Like a bit of release, then attack. I don't think we need release, do we? We don't need release. Let's move attack over. I'm gonna have to rename that. So, LFO. I'm gonna just have to shift everything over. Is there a smart way to do this? Trying to keep everything in order here, but attack. We got. Probably should have had filter LFO before, but whatever. Move that to 4. Okay, we'll move Redux amount to 5. Downsample to 6. Delay we can put on 7, and that will give us the benefit of either this or something else. Oh, listen to that, huh? So Redux gets insane when, especially in those high ends. So I really EQ'd the daylights out of it to tame it, and I don't know if I've ever really done that before, but this is super cool. So I can get away with these like insanely high downsample rates, but they're not as offensive because they're just kind of blended in. So do I want to do delay, just delay time? What's up?
You should throw some grain delay.
Grain delay, okay. Yeah, maybe we can do like a kind of like a shimmer thing. I'll put it before that. All right, so we'll turn to pitch. All right, so let's listen to what we got here now. Okay, so if I reduce the frequency, put that up an octave. What would happen if that goes before Redux? Okay, let's hear what that sounds like after Redux. Okay, so let's do this. Let's move you to 8, and we'll do dry wet here to 7. Let's start naming stuff. This is filter. We'll call it filter motion. Redux mount, Redux mount. Then we got, I'll call this shimmer delay. And then delay amount. Starting to sound nice. Let's open everything up. Filter motion. Yeah, that's cool. Good call on the grain delay. It adds in that like sparkle on top.
Yeah. Very like video game-esque.
That's, I think, the Redux.
Yeah.
Well, the Redux always brings you into like 8-bit land.
Yeah.
But it has kind of like a, yeah, it's like almost like N64. That shimmer delay just kind of reminds me of, I don't know, like a underwater Super Mario sound,
yep.
Or Donkey Kong Country. that would have been Super Nintendo though. Oh, let's see. All right, I mean, there's a lot you can do with this sound. Here it is in its clean form. Oh, we got the pluck in the beginning. Forgot about that. Pretty cool how you can take away that pluck with the attack. Maybe I should rename that to make that more clear. Oh, look, we gotta admit BD into the chat. What can we call that? Maybe let's call pluck no pluck. Pluck no pluck. We'll let you back in here.
I guess you, Mr. Funny One.
All right. I was telling people they should check out your music. Maybe you can drop a link because
I actually did in the YouTube chat before, so it's like above, but I can't like put the direct link, so I just put the Bandcamp.
okay.
I don't know how to actually like. How do you actually like do that? Like, if you want to put it like a not like a web link, but you want to put like a direct link. I don't know how you do that.
Oh, like to download it or something?
Yeah, like I just don't know how to do that. Like I feel like every time I send the Bandcamp, it only goes to the Bandcamp. That's why I don't know how to. I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, people figure it out.
It's above everybody. If you look up, it'll say my name above.
Nice. Yeah, they better hurry because you're gonna probably release like 2 more albums while we're talking.
I mean, I got a collab May 1st. That's gonna be cool. Then I got something in. It's like crazy this whole year. I got stuff this entire year, like from now to May to June, July, August, September might be something. I'm not playing like this is all crazy. It's October. It's like all year there's releases. It's gonna be crazy.
Okay.
A lot of music, but like that's just how I work, like that's just like my hustle, like, that's just me.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying when you were gone. Like you are insanely prolific.
And of course, I'm eating my oatmeal like a champ. This is that Quaker stuff, you know what I'm saying? That Quaker.
I don't know what you're saying, but
you know about Quaker Oats? Quaker Oats?
Oh, that's what, okay.
Yeah.
That's what you mean. That's funny. What do we call this one? This is an insane sound. This is like a floating cloud.
I kind of call this. I kind of would like be kind of like really funny to say this, but I would call this separate. But that's just me.
All right.
I love Final Fantasy. I'm sorry, that's like one of my favorite games. I think it's SEP. God, Sep, and then okay, then Erie. So I guess HIROTH.
SEPHI.
And then Rot, yeah, then ROTH, I think.
Sephiroth. Okay.
It's
nice.
I think I might have gotten it wrong. Tell them if I got that wrong.
Hold on. I'm actually looking it up. I actually just made a Final Fantasy beat.
That's pretty sick, dude. That's nice. I actually was listening to this guy on Bandcamp, because that's a big thing on Bandcamp right now. Like they have all these Final Fantasy tapes. It's amazing, and I was like, listen to it.
Wait, you said it? You said SEPHIROTH?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh wow, I did great. Sick.
Nice. You nailed it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite characters, man. Like him and Dark Cloud, fire. Then Tifa's like 3. Tifa's like 3, seriously. Tifa's way too hot. It's ridiculous. I'm only getting to that.
We definitely got a kind of a dreamy sound going.
Get in on this live. I don't care. This this one, this piano sound, I got the perfect name.
You got it?
Remember. All right, this one's gonna be a hard one. All right, this one's gonna be a hard one. I can't even say this shit right. But I was gonna call this. I can never say this word right. But it's either I can never say the guy's name right. God, the guy who did the Fantasia soundtrack, like not all of it, but some of the songs. Stravinsky, or how you say his name? I can never say his name, but that's what I'm hearing on that. Can never say his name right. That one, I feel that would work.
Okay. What's that? Stravinsky, right?
Yeah, that's the.
We'll leave magic in there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so let's see now. Got a fun percussion thing going on that we can detune.
Got some drums.
You get all weird when you start playing with transpose.
This one, it's glitchy too. That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy.
That was me just playing around with the transpose control. That's where the glitchiness comes out of it.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, I'm really happy with these sounds.
This will be eventually in a production club, right?
I'm gonna make this free for the world.
That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably get off in a minute and put this out so that people can use it maybe today for this thing. I know I'm a little behind Berlin's schedule, but here in ye olde States, it's still relatively early.
Word.
Yeah. I could probably get these up within by 1 o'clock our time.
Actually, I'm gonna check on my phone.
I lost you there for.
Is in Berlin right now. Kylo going in here. It's great. Let me check. Right now. Oh, some of my friends from London. And I said it's 5:30 and it's 6:36 p.m. in Berlin. Now I wonder what Japan is right now, because that'd be crazy. Let's see what Japan said. Japan's probably mad type crazy. And I want to go over there so bad, but like not right now with this craziness.
No, don't go anywhere.
Eventually though. I'm not going nowhere, man. I'm not going anywhere. I'm scared. I just wonder, how do you check Japan? I don't think they even have Japan on the world clock on here. That's crazy. Man, I gotta do Tokyo. Yeah, that's why I gotta do Tokyo, I think.
Millennial Air, thanks. Keeping up the good work. Yeah, let's save this. So I need to make this into some kind. You know what I should do? Out of consideration too. I want this to be useful to as many people as possible, but Wavetable requires Live Suite. So I'm just gonna write.
Yeah, that's real talk. Yeah.
We'll write that. Sorry.
You don't got that Live Suite, you can't use it. It's real talk, actually. That's true.
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
can use everything else, though.
And it's 1:37 a.m. in Tokyo, so it's really early in Tokyo. All right.
It's tomorrow, I think, right?
Yeah, it's already. It's
the future.
I mean, that's why you get so much.
So I just made a folder called presets. I'm just dragging these right inside. Pad. What a lame name. Let's make a better name for this.
That's the thing too. Like, I always never understood why in standard and suite there's so much more advantages in suite, but I guess it's because it's more money. That's why, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. What do you want to call this one? This sounds to me like somebody like sending out a transmission.
Kind of like the Casper.
I can't hear what you're saying. It's breaking up.
You should call it.
I don't know if that's you or me, but I'm getting not catching you on that.
That's one of my favorite. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me do it again. I said you should call that Casper riding in the wind. Let me turn on my mic a little bit. Hold on, let's see again. Okay.
How about wind riding? We'll make it shorter.
That's even doper. Yeah.
Doper. Let's get that in there. Boom. Let's see. We got the Stravinsky Magic. Sweet.
Sorry, I got to hear me. I'm
Fireball. We got Mermaids.
trying to go on
and Sephiroth. Cool. Now we want to do a collect all and save to be safe. Let's do
my
everything.
chewing ones on one random ass beat that I never actually it's still in my email. I remember this shit and I sent it to my homie Travis and it was the most random track I ever made ever. Oh God, it was so classic. And I had to listen to that track again. It was too funny. And I'm literally chewing on the song, like I'm literally chewing, and I made it into a percussion. It's crazy.
You can do that. So, I am just making a little lessons file here. Loop at home. And this will allow a little thing to pop up whenever someone opens this. So let's see. I gotta change a few things. I mean, I don't know that anyone really cares to watch me do this, but this is the stuff I have to do to release a pack.
It's so much work. I used to just be so simple with my packs because I did the WinFat pack, which that was up for a while, and then I took it offline. Sorry for everybody who won that pack. I mean, I still got the files, but you know, it's just like my Google Drive was really getting clouded, man, and like I couldn't even hold anything in there. It was really bad, so I just decided to just. Yeah, I mean, if anyone ever went to samples from BD.WordPress, I really respect it because that was a fun time, but we took it down.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I
think I need to capitalize that. Link. Then we say loop at home. Day 2 challenge.
Is that why you also started using Gumroad a lot? Like you and Mike? I feel like that's why you guys started doing that.
Well, Gumroad is great because you can put out anything really, any kind of download, free, paid. It does email for you too, which is a real lifesaver on my end, because a lot of people have downloaded these packs, and the amount of money I'd have to pay to send out email using a regular email service would I couldn't even do it. I wouldn't be able to afford it.
Word.
So I love Gumroad. I've definitely preached that before. I think they're a great company. They're doing really, really cool. You know, it's made by the creator. Cyril Laviglia is a artist himself, so he's like comes at it from that perspective. You know, he's trying to help artists. It's kind of like when you play a show and the people that own the club are also playing bands, so they know what it's like to be in a band. You know, the promoter knows what it's like, so they're not gonna like rip you off.
Got you. I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
Samples of, what is this? Polish radio experimental studio 4. Cool.
Sorry about that, everybody. If you just heard that, I was just checking something.
They got like a graphic I can use, maybe. I think they got, yeah, this here is all, this is look at this stuff. This is the stuff we're doing samples from.
Wow, kid.
That's why it sounds so awesome.
Wow, this is like ridiculous. Test equipment, you got tape players, echoes.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's something else.
It's ridiculous.
Loop at home.
Is Loop usually in Berlin or is it like around here? That's what I'm wondering. Sorry, I just get confused. I know. I'm sorry.
No, I'm laughing at your mic. Is when you get close, it's loud.
Yeah, I know. Because like I don't got the best interface right now. That's why.
No, that's cool. Don't worry about it. It's just like distortion, you know.
I'm trying to turn it down too. Like I left it at the regular level, and then like I turned it back up because you couldn't hear me. But don't worry about it. I turned it back down because it will do that. Like the gain does. Like I'm telling you, the gain on my interface is like that's why it's so hard for me to record. But anyway, yeah,
yeah.
That's why I'm waiting to get the focus right. Like
Let's see. Let's open this up and see if it works.
I'm using like a.
There we go. Check that my link works.
Like a really old.
What's that? Yeah, frozen again. Open with Pixelmator. Okay. So I'm stealing this graphic. I'm hoping that's okay. We'll call this free Ableton Live Pack. Number. I don't know. What number are we up to, folks? Gotta check on my site. 97, 96. 96. Loop at home. PRES. Oops. Okay. You're getting some behind the scenes action here. The fun of all that extra work that goes into doing the packs. Animus knows about this. Nobody does more work on their packs than Animus does. As far as packing them up.
Yeah, my internet keeps on dropping. It might happen like that every 5 minutes. It's ridiculous today. So.
Yeah, no problem. I don't always get to hear what you say, but
I hate it. It's like keeps on dropping. It's like I need to get a better. The Lens C is kind of like skipping at points because of my bandwidth. Yeah, my internet is unstable. You see what it's saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was this experimental studio?
I was just asking about Loop, and then I'm just gonna like just leave the chat and just watch the rest. Yeah, I just wanted to know if Loop was in Berlin or is in California or something. I remember what is it? Andrew talking about, and you know I'm talking about the YouTuber. Like he was saying it's in he was saying it was in LA. That's why I thought it was.
It was in 2018, yes.
Okay.
It was in Berlin the other 2 years. And then they did it, was it 2? Maybe it was 2 or 3. Then they did it inside LA, as you said. And now it's back in Berlin. It's supposed to be back in Berlin.
Gotcha. Okay. But because of of the situation, it's not happening right now. Got you.
Right. What did I do here? Did I do this right? 1.4. This is Pixelmate. No, I didn't. I gotta export this now. This is the part of making packs that I don't like.
I'm gonna just I'm gonna exit because like my internet's really unstable and it's like maybe
Yeah, I can hear that. Okay.
it's
It's good seeing and talking to you.
out everybody. Sorry about the mic issues again, man. I don't got the best interface like I told y'all, okay?
Ah, it's cool, man. It's good to see you.
I did not mean to kill your ears. It was not on purpose.
It didn't kill. It
not
actually compressed it enough where it
I'm out.
wasn't offensive. Just funny.
Good day, body.
Take care, man. This will be up soon. So now we go into preview here.
Definitely, man. Yeah.
And then I export this as a PNG. Loop at home. And then we also have to change the size so it fits inside our window. 260, which I believe I learned that number through Animus. Thank you, sir, again. And now I can go. Oh, where did I didn't put it in place.
God, this internet is bad. Okay. Yeah, I did get to hear what you said, man. But no, I'm gonna do that though. Seriously. WordPress, all Gumroad. Everybody's getting back to your sounds. Like seriously. Be ready.
Yeah, man. Gumroad's great. I haven't looked back since I started. Well, that's too big.
I'm really gonna leave now because like it keeps dropping and I don't want to deal with that again. All right. Yo, it's been real. I'm out.
All right, BD. Take care, man. Good to see you. I guess I got to refresh this set. Let's see. There it is. Getting it going. So we got this thing. I think we're all good. I always like to manage my files. Make sure we got this right. So this is going to just check what's inside my projects and make sure I got everything in here. 8 files, 8 live sets. Okay, so that's more than I want. I don't want, that's going to be all these extra guys here. So let's delete those. Yes, I'm sure. And let's now go manage files again. So we got 1 live set, no missing files, all external files, 2 unused files. Those are my pictures, I believe, for the lesson. That should do it. Media files, these are what we used. 7, that's enough that I can post it on Gumroad for free. I think we are good to go on this. This is exciting. So, what do I have to do? I have to compress this. Make it into something I can upload right here. All right, I got too many of these finders open. Let's come put those together. Let's close you. I don't need you. Okay, so I will have to stop this video so I can actually post it. I'm looking over there. Here you guys are. So I'm going to have to stop this video so I can post it with my post. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to work making a little post. I'm going to link the video to it, and the download for this pack will be on my site. I'll write it in here. Right. I lost it. I messed up. Let's click here. So we'll put in my site here. It's so hard to type like this. for the instruments. Free download. All right, there's that. So I'm going to end this now. Thank you all for watching and participating. It's good to see some familiar faces and some familiar names in the chats. Thanks to Luke and a couple people from the Music Production Club that showed up. This is hey, this is our live stream experiment. I think we're gonna be doing these like Zoom meetings on a regular basis where we can hang out, make stuff, maybe teach each other stuff, whatever we want. And that'll make being in the Music Production Club even more fun than it already is. So, yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to put this online. I would say you can find this on my site. I can probably guarantee by 1:30. So that's Eastern time, 1:30. And I hope you make some cool music with it. There's a lot to do with this. I think I might try to do that today too. So have yourselves a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks, and later.
Take care, Luke. Thanks, everybody. Let's see. We end our meeting.